Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. Match review time. FC Salzburg 1, Chelsea 2. Narrow win, as predicted. Didn't predict 2-1 though, I predicted 1-0, but I did say I thought it was going to be tight. I thought it wasn't going to be as easy as many thought it would be. However, the performance kind of counters that because, especially in the first half, it felt easy. And then the second half didn't feel quite as easy. So maybe we should have killed the game off very early and we didn't. We'll come to that. But overall, look, we've won. We've got 3 points. It does mean that Chelsea are in the last 16. We're qualified. It's over. However, we haven't topped the group just yet. Chelsea will be top if, and I stress if, Dynamo Zagreb don't get a result tonight. I think if AC Milan beat Zagreb tonight, then we've topped the group. I think that's how it is. No, it is. Yeah. If AC Milan beat Zagreb, then it's done. We've topped the group because Zagreb are the only team right now that have a chance of being able to catch us if they get a result and have a better head-to-head than us going into the final game, which would be against them. So it would mean they would have to beat us. But hopefully that's not going to happen. That's the only circumstance where we don't finish top. Apart from that, we're all good. Because Salzburg can't finish top. AC Milan can't finish top because of our head-to-head. Even if they were to match us, if they beat Zagreb tonight and then they win their last game, they still won't finish first. So as long as Zagreb don't win tonight, we are top of the group and it's done. So we'll wait and see what happens. But going into tonight and what went down, we started off with a couple of changes in the team, which was Kepa in goal, Marco Correa, Thiago Silva, Chalobah at the centre-back, going with a back three, which is against what I want, but we'll take it. Jorginho and Kovacic in midfield. Then we had wing-backs, which were really, I get the logic. I get what he's trying to do, but I personally don't think it's the solution. I really don't. Sterling and Pulisic as wing-backs. No. Sterling, to an extent, can do it because he's got pace, and sometimes when he's deeper, he's able to attack with more space. He's able to run into more space with speed, with momentum, with velocity, where defenders all of a sudden need to try and figure out what way he's going. That's the only advantage that we have when Sterling is playing in a wing-back position. Pulisic, we've already established, should not be in a wing-back position. And tonight, there were times I felt for him, like the goal that we conceded. People will blame Pulisic for that, but personally, he shouldn't be there. He shouldn't be as a wing-back. So, anyway, but we went with those two as wing-backs. Then we went Conor Gallagher in the middle, and we went with Aubameyang, Kai Havertz, however you want to put Kai, whether he was sitting or next to Aubameyang. He was kind of moving in and out. But that is how we went. And we started off, as I said, the first half was pretty easy. Let's be real. We should have killed that game off probably 3-0 by halftime, especially with Aubameyang, right? And I'll come to that. But in the mix of all of that, as we weren't taking our chances, we took one, which was, let's be real, a bit of a fluky goal. I don't think Kovacic meant to do that. I think he meant to get a foot on it. I don't think he meant to stick it top bins. Top corner with some spin, hit the net so glossfully. It was beautiful, it was great, but I don't think he meant that. The assist wasn't meant in the first place. Havertz didn't even assist Kovacic. It was the defender that poked it whilst he was trying to get the tackle in. And then Kovacic just goes, yep, extend my leg out, and he does, and it goes top corner. Happy days. I'll take it all day long. But after that, right, especially the chance of Aubameyang. Can I just say, the chance that Aubameyang missed where he could have possibly gone round the keeper, but he hits it straight at the goalkeeper. The move prior to that was possibly the best football that I've seen from Chelsea in, I want to say years, but I'm not going to because that might exaggerate a bit too much. But in a very long time, right? It was one touch, quick, into space, boom, releases, Aubameyang. It was beautiful. Bing, bang, bing, bang, bing, bang, bing, bang, Aubameyang, and then he misses. And if he had just scored that, it would have been, I think, goal of the month. Champions League, probably goal of the month. Outstanding play. But in that first half, we were super comfortable. And even as I criticised the way that we set up with our wing-backs, they were finding space. Pulisic and Sterling were finding space. Midfield was open. Salzburg were not closing us down quick enough. They weren't running quick enough. They weren't getting into good positions quick enough. We had it easy. And for us to go in at half-time only just 1-0 up was, for me, not good enough. It should have been more. Aubameyang with the last minute chance as well, which was quite unlucky. Havertz with the header, which was unlucky, despite I think he could have been stronger, but defender on his back, I can cut him some slack. And then we start the second half, and Salzburg are a different side. A complete different side. We look edgy, we look a little bit, on the rocks. We're not closing down quick enough. Wing backs all of a sudden are struggling. Salzburg are now using that as to their advantage. Immediately after we started the second half, they were just focusing on sending the ball out to the wing constantly. And that was possibly an instruction by their manager. And if it was, fair play to him because it worked. And as soon as the player on the left-hand side, Pulisic, trying to close him down, trying to run after him, he's already exposed the space. He sends a beautiful ball across. And it's a great finish. Cucurella should have been on him, wasn't on him. And by the way, about Cucurella, I had no idea that he had tonsillitis, he had a virus, he had something, and apparently he got weaker. Apparently he lost about 4 or 5 kilos because of the illness, and he's been playing. Maybe he shouldn't play. if that's what's going on, maybe he shouldn't play. I give him a rest. I don't know. If he's sick, he's sick. But anyway, if he's making a comeback, if he's okay, then cool. But that explains maybe his bad form. But he should have been marking. If he's able to, if he's not ill, he should have been marking the guy that scored, Adamu, who was the guy who scored. It was a great finish though, 1-1. But after that, we start to settle ourselves back in, and the goal itself was wonderful. Pulisic on the right-hand side, wiggling about, manages to find Kai Havertz. Now, this is going back to Salzburg and what they do wrong. When they, like in the first half, just leave us tons of space. Havertz on the D, gets the ball, turns, no one's closing him down. He looks up, he wants to put it top corner. He basically does. Beautiful shot. Something that we want to see Kai Havertz do week in, week out. Although, I'm not going to expect it. Because, again, the space that Salzburg gave him in that instance was pretty much illegal. Because I think there were 4 Salzburg players just looking at each other. Whilst Havertz was in the middle of that, getting the ball, turning, and shooting. And it was a beautiful finish. Nothing to take anything away from Kai Havertz. I'm not. But he done everything he had to do. But Salzburg were asleep. So in the Premier League, you're not going to get that time. You're not going to get that space. You've got to be quick. So for today, Kai Havertz, yes, decent performance overall. To be honest, everyone, decent performance overall. And Chalobah. Can I just say, defensively, Chalobah is just looking like he's getting better and better and better. I have to point that out because he's been so consistent, just like Thiago Silva has. So fair play to Chalobah. But overall, everyone, decent performance. Except you could say, if we're going to pick out a couple, Aubameyang could have done better with his finishing, if we're being honest. Much, much better. It could have been. And you could look at the wings. Sterling, for example, did he have much effect? On the ball, trying to create something, yes. End product, not really in the good positions to be able to try and get a goal threat. But apart from that, I feel like everyone just done enough. Everyone just done what they had to do. And we get a result. It's 2-1 at the end of the day. We had some subs. Loftus-Cheek came on for Kovacic. Azpilicueta came on with 15 minutes to go. Broja came on with 15 minutes to go. Towards the end, it looked like Salzburg had just deflated a little bit, even though they were only 1 goal away. But Chelsea had control. I think we were just too strong for them. Maybe just too much quality, even if we're not 100%. But it's a win and it's a win. Later on, with minutes to go, Ziyech and Mount come on. I'm not going to analyse that at all because there's no point. I don't think they barely touched the ball if they did. So it is what it is. We win. Happy days. 2-1. We're top of the group unless Zagreb perform something against AC Milan, which I don't expect, but you never know. Although I do think we've got this. Going into the last game, look, we've got to play Zagreb. Get a result against them, we're top. It's done. So we'll wait and see. Let me know what you think down below. Much appreciated. Graham Potter's run continues. We're still unbeaten under Graham Potter. I think he's the first manager since Di Matteo to get 4 unbeaten games in a row in the Champions League. Last time we done that was Di Matteo and we won the Champions League that year. Just saying. I'm going to put this out there, just to end the video and leave you guys on a feel-good mood, on a vibe, right? We've had our struggles. But this is Chelsea Football Club, and this is how we function sometimes. In the midst of animosity, in the midst of chaos, somehow, some way, we still manage to perform in a cup competition. And recently, it's tended to be the Champions League. So I'm not going to say that we're going to go and win the Premier League title. We won't. We won't get near. But the Champions League, put something on it. Just saying. Chelsea are very capable of causing a surprise in this Champions League this year. Especially with a new manager, new momentum. We're not looking fantastic, but we're not losing. We're constantly unbeaten. We're winning games. We've gone through. We're going to finish top, it seems like. Last 16, knockout stage. You never know. I'm just saying, you never know. We'll wait and see what happens. But let me know down below your thoughts on tonight. How have you guys seen it? Any standout performers? Any ones that you guys reckon have not performed well at all? Let me know. I'd love to hear your opinions down below. Much appreciated. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for a brand new one. Have a good one. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash like button if you've enjoyed this. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good evening, people. Top of the group. Fingers crossed. I'll see you tomorrow. In a bit. Take care. And peace.